Recording in progress.
So Satnam, everyone, it's Candace from Soulfire Social. So nice to see all of you again after a little break. I'm coming to you from Bend, Oregon, and it has been absolutely a magical journey so far. So many interesting people that I've met along the way, and I always like to see how the people that I meet influence the ceremonies that I have. And today's ceremony is certainly one of those cases. I met a gentleman. There's a beautiful center here where I've been teaching Kriya Yoga and then doing collaborative sound healings. And what is so cool about that is that one of the gentlemen that I met, and he is a plant medicine. He does, he kind of is, I would say, he's like a plant medicine man. And he asked me to do a private session for him. And he said, well, I want you to hold space for me to go into the Akashic records and to rewrite some of my contracts and to kind of work with my contracts and agreements in the Akashic records. Now, I have to admit, I've had an Akashic record reading, but it wasn't something that like spoke to me so greatly. I had a mini idea about what this was, but I'll tell you what, in the past few days, I have had such a joyful deep dive into these records and how we can work with them. And I know specifically in the mail that I sent you all, I said we were going to do like the inner child and doing agreements. Just know that I've expanded that for this ceremony, and I'll talk to you about it, to be even a little bit more opportunity to do some things in the Akashic records, because I didn't understand all that was available to us when I initially wrote the mail. So I think you're just going to love it. So let's just open the space though first with our beautiful cacao. If everyone wants to grab your cup, I know you've been bringing it into the system, but let's kind of bring in prayer and as we drink our cacao together, opening the space to invite in the spirit, that divine feminine spirit. And even if you don't have cacao, don't worry, we'll call in the energy for you. It doesn't always have to be right in your magical cup. You could be drinking tea and call in your connection to the vibration of a plant. Once you've experienced that connection, we can always reconnect with that wisdom. But whatever you're drinking, let's take a moment to tune in to that divine feminine goddess spirit, this beautiful plant that works so wonderfully in our beings to open our hearts, to help us to release negative emotions or stale or stuck energy. And we're going to, combine it with all of the sounds, but really working with the cacao to help us get into a deeper meditation, to really come into the heart space of love and gratitude. And that's also going to aid us in connecting to the Akashic records, because you need to be in love and gratitude, and thinking about what your intention is for the day. So important when we work with the plants to have a clear and concise intention. This is what I'm asking for help with. And you'll find as well, when we go into the Akashics, it's very specific, question by question, how we access. So let's invite the goddess to help us to know which questions to ask, and that we seek wisdom on this. Let's take a sip together and enjoy bringing this vibration into the body. As it flows in, really bringing into your mind's eye the attention, the purpose. You're taking time out of your day to do something wonderful for yourself. What questions, what answers are we seeking? Let's drink a little more. And either can set the cup down for a moment and just bring your hands onto your heart space. Let's open this ceremony space by first bringing ourselves into that frequency of love and gratitude. The goal, right, is that we actually can flow in this space. We can embody it and live it. Just in case maybe you had a tough morning or some things are rattling you and you need to come into that space, let's breathe in as if we could just breathe ourselves into love and above. Letting our breath, our prana, mix with the vibration of the cacao. Heart opening. And feeling the expansiveness of that breath, the beauty of the breath of life, of the prana available to us all the time. Allowing it to fill your being, and on any exhale, just letting anything heavy, anything dark, anything stale, just flow right out of you. We feel our connection to the earth. We feel our connection to the heavens. Feel your heart beating and connection to your soul space, this beautiful celestial being traveling in this physical form, in this human body right here, right now. What are the lessons that you're meant to learn? What is that soul blueprint? Breathing in with love and gratitude, allowing the wisdom of the plant to begin to really flow through our body, seeing that as kind of like a golden chocolate vibration, just starting to spread and light up our cells. As we breathe in, the heart beats it out into each little molecule. We ask that everything that we do here is for our highest and deepest good and that of humanity. And so let's open up our palms to face one another. And just for a moment, just tap into the energy of this group. Why did we all show up today? There is something unique and special in each of you, an offering that your energy has for each one of us. And we're going to share and uplift and rise together because we will level up to the highest vibrations in our group now, rather than ever being pulled down by the lowest. So feel into the vibrations of everyone on this call. The wisdom, the knowledge, the joy, the kindness, the friendship. And even if you don't know everyone, they are here for the purpose of bettering themselves, of raising their vibration, of expanding their consciousness. And what could be better to share in than that? So let's inhale with love and respect for one another. Opening our hearts, and then like out the hands, both sending and receiving, creating a circle of love and respect. And continuing to breathe and just seeing an uplifting of this group, all of us coming to the table together with our unique gifts, our individuated divinity, to share in a personal experience, but also the work we are doing is important. You are raising your vibration for the light on the planet. You're playing a definitive role in making this world a better place simply by being here. Isn't that magical in and of itself? Let's raise our hands up to the collective, just up to the sky, and call in our guides. We're going to be calling in Archangel Michael later because he's quite important for the work we're doing in the Akashics. This warrior, this kind of head of all the angels called in by God to protect us. But call in your guides and spirits and invite them to work with us, to support us on this journey today. And just tapping into that flow, becoming that pillar of light, down from the roots to the mother, up to the heavens, up to God, Goddess, infinite, divine. I'll be using many words today. You just let what flows in be exactly the words that are right for you, that make your heart sing, that make your spirit fly. Bring the hands back down into prayer, landing at the heart. Let's take a nice long deep inhale here, in through the nose. Great big sigh out. Let the hands drop down into the lap. It doesn't matter which hand is over the other. Just drop it down. Relax the shoulders. Reach the crown up. And just breathe. And I just want you to listen. Maybe closing the eyes just so you can take in these words orally. And I also want you to see what happens, what comes into your mind's eye as I talk to you about these records. Just feeling into the message of the words. Akasha, Sanskrit for ether. Akasha, the sky. These records exist in the ether. It is an energetic log, a database for your soul in the universe of light. A database or library for your soul in the universe of light. It keeps an energetic log of your soul's journey, not just in this lifetime, but all of the lifetimes that you've had. Your experiences, your emotions, the things that you've gone through, the lessons learned. How cool is that? So visualize this beautiful library with all of the records, all of the experiences that got you right here. It says it is also can be seen as a celestial mirror for your higher self. I love that. A celestial mirror for your higher self to look at. See yourself in it. It's your personal library. The bird's eye view. Situations, places, the collective. And when we go into this library and we open, just be conscious that things may come to you as visions, symbols, words, deep knowing. Could tap into your clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance. All of these things can be activated. And just know that's why we're listening to, in much of this, the 963 hertz binaural beats. Why? This activates the pineal gland. We are trying to tap into all of your clairs, all of your knowing, so that you can really receive the messages from this library. Now, if all the lessons of all of your lives are in this space, it is a reservoir of support to help you in any challenging times. It will help us to connect to our soul's purpose. Now, if we have traumas can be passed from generation to generation. Opening the Akashic records, going in, we can release ourselves from karmic debt. We can free ourselves. We can rewrite contracts. That's what I'd asked you to think about is, as a child in this lifetime, if there is something that you want to go in and rewrite to clear it up, a contract. But also I want you to know that like if you're in a situation where you keep repeating the same thing, you can go in and look at your patterns. Why am I doing this? Why do I continue to do this? And if something in you was suppressed, like say you're meant to be a communicator, but that was suppressed in childhood, you can go back and rewrite this so you can open up that throat chakra and come into this truth. Rewriting patterns that do not serve and helping in your own evolution. I know it's a lot of information, but just let's open ourselves to the potential. It's massive potential what we can do here. So to open this, we ground. That's how we're going to start our ceremony. We're going to ground. We're going to open. There's a specific prayer we're going to use to open. And then I'm going to give you 3 significant time frames each time you go in with one question or one action. If you're rewriting the inner child, if you're going in, you'll do that. or you can go in with a question. It can be about, goodness, it can be about your health. It can be about your next creative path. It can be about anything, but we do one thing at a time. So if it's a contract, or then you wait, I'm going to give you spaciousness. Once you have clarity on that, ask a question, and then you wait and you see how it comes to you. So you have to have space. So I'm not going to talk a lot. You're getting a lot of talking now. Sorry about that. But I want it to be extremely clear. So when you go into this space, you know exactly what you're meant to be doing. And then we have to close in gratitude. When you're in these records, we have to be in a space of love and gratitude to receive the messages. So we go in love and gratitude. We open with prayer. And then just note one thing. This was important. We ask, what do we want to know? You can ask about a fear or worry, health, relationship. You can ask about past lives, yes. You can ask about people, and you can ask about soul contracts. You can rewrite contracts from this life. But the most important thing you have to remember is you will only be given information that is relevant to you in this life right now. So don't get stuck in, I'm going to go explore like this past life. You just, if you want to go into that past life, ask what it means for you in this life. Because this is not just a journey to have like, I'm going to go be a warrior in Egypt or something like that and go back to mystery school. No, that was the lesson from that past life that I need today. Okay, so we're going to do that. Just want to check. I'm going to that's pretty much it for right now. Okay, a lot of information. So, how about this? Let's have a little bit more cacao, just taking all of that in, maybe just thinking for a moment. Okay, I can do my inner child contract work, but also this is my chance to really ask some deep questions. I want to pick a card for the group, and I also want to read out the intentions. So as you're drinking your cacao, we're kind of going to pull this all together, and then we're going to get started. All right. What is the message that we need? All of us need. The collective message we need for the journey today. Wise leaders, you are a beacon for others. Cool is that? It's a pretty awesome warrior. She looks like, we'll pretend she's in pink too. Wise leader. And I'm going to read that to you as we go in. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. You are a leader. You carry wisdom and radiance that inspires others, even if you're not always aware of the depth of the wisdom within you. Honestly, I know every single one of you on there, and that is absolutely right. So if you don't believe it, just listen a little harder. Your depth of wisdom is emerging by leaps and bounds. This is a time to step into your power and take a role of leadership. You're ready. Grab the reins, make decisions. It's okay if you're not 100% sure. Make decisions anyway. I love that. It's what a leader does. The sacred traveler wants you to know on the journey, it's easy to tell who the leaders are. They have an inner grace and a strength that glows from within. Others travel on the pathways that the leaders have created. The wise leader, and that's in this picture, the wise leader holds up the flame. Do I have it the right way? Okay. The wise leader holds up the flame as a torch for others on the darkest night. But the leader also listens to the beat of their own drum. Grab the reins of your life on your terms. Don't live to please and appease others to the detriment of your own needs. Okay, just that's a good reminder right there. I want to read that again. Don't live to please and approve others to the detriment of your own needs. This is not what a leader does. Live without regret. Whew, that's a good card. Wise leaders, I think we're going to be ready for this journey here. Okay. So, if everyone can close your eyes one more time for me. Tuning into the energies of this group, I want you just to hear the beautiful intentions and energy that is being set into this space. My life experiences and field are clarified and brought fully into the light. Beautiful. Thank you, Sharon. My intention to fully receive the nourishment and medicine of this ceremony. Aho, Devananda. I'm open to being guided to whatever and wherever the goddess, my angels, and guides want to show me. Aho, Anushka. Addendum from Sharon. I love it. Life opens up and flows abundantly and easily as I glide into my next life purpose. As a leader, I'm going to add on Sharon Divine, carrying her flame and her torch so beautifully for others to see. All right. So, wise leaders, I invite you to finish your cacao and get comfortable. If you can leave the portal open, go ahead and cover it if you'd like, but let's not close off the video. You can turn your computer. I want to keep this flowing energy. I just feel like this is going to be a really potent ceremony. So, oh, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get in. Let's get in. Remembering no expectations, let the cacao, let the music, let these binaural beats take you where they're going to go, where you need to go as we access these records. Now I want you to know that you're going to be a little more active as you're lying down for the first probably 15-20 minutes of this session, because we are going to Om. There's a very important part of this. And just know, if you would like to sit up for this first part, Oming, and for the Ho'oponopono, you can, but I really want you to use your voice. Normally, we're going to be doing Oms. I'm going to be playing. I want you to feel into it, maybe the hands on the chest. Oming, you are just bringing yourself beta to theta. We're going to be really trying to get ourselves in a deep meditation so we're ready to access the Akashics. We're also going to do the Ho'oponopono. And I want you this time, if you can, if you've found a place where you can express yourself, I would like you to say it out loud. Normally we're receiving it orally. I want you to say, thank you, I love you, please forgive me, I forgive you. And I would like you this time to focus on only you, not bringing anyone else into this space, because these records are your history. So thanking, loving, appreciating every lesson, every challenge you faced for getting you here, and even the ones you may not even know, whatever happened in a past life. Thank you, I love you, it got me right here, right now. So it brings us in to gratitude. Actually, let's start with the Ho'oponopono, then we're gonna Om. All right, so lying back, closing the eyes, taking a nice, long, deep inhale. Release and let it go. Let it go. You can feel into, and we will deepen your connection with your roots in the crown, but I want you to do this right here, right now, in your space, exactly who you are at this moment. Prayer for forgiveness and redemption, honoring exactly who you are. forgiveness, redemption, self-love, honoring the journey that brought you here, right now. Lessons over lifetimes to get you to your soul blueprint and why you're here to inform the field with your amazing learnings. So bring your hands now onto your heart space if they aren't already there, with the sound of Om, with your own vibration, the sound of the bowls and whatever else we decide to bring in here. We shift out of that thinking mind. We allow ourselves to literally drop into that liminal space. Our highest, most healing frequency. So we can tap into these amazing records and do our work. Find your voice, find your vibration. Create a cocoon of sound around you, radiating inside, radiating out. Settle in. start chanting, I want you to feel into your own, literally vibrating every cell. The billions of cells in your being. Finding balance and equanimity with your own, vibrating with the cacao in your breath, all of this bringing you into your highest vibration and your deepest relaxation. As the cells ignite the body, the physical body, all of the tension is just released out. More of those ohms, so you can feel into literally your cells almost radiating out of the body now. Energy flowing. Take a deep inhale in and hold the breath. And let it go. I want you to simply just breathe into your being. I want you to bring your attention to your feet. As if there were roots and connections down to the pulsing red energy of Mother Earth. And as you breathe, you slowly start to bring a wave of energy, this light, up from the mother below. And you watch as it rises up, this energy. I want you to watch as it slowly begins to enter the very tips of the toes and into the soles of the feet. White golden energy. Some of that red pulsing vibration from the mother, pushing it in. Each breath you're connected. It's like you're breathing together. You're bringing it up through the soles of the feet. Go and through the center of all those amazing bones. Up into the ankles, breathing, pulling it up. Feel it healing, relaxing, igniting, all at the same time, up into the calves. Pull it up into the knees. Into your thighs. Light up the meridian points, pull it into the groin. And as it flows up into the pelvis and the buttocks and the whole lower triangle, we start to pull it into the root chakra, into the energy center. So we're lighting up the physical body, but the energy is being pulled in, activating that red root connection. Chakra by chakra, piece by piece, the light comes up. Keep breathing. It's flowing, it's clearing, it's expanding. Breathe into the womb space. Breathe into that sacral chakra, orange waters. Let the belly begin to rise and fall with the breath as we pull it up into the fire of the navel and the solar plexus. And you feel it. I want you to feel into the womb, the waist, the root, all of it. Pulling energies in, releasing on the exhale, or like any darkness can go out a little side channel out the soles of the feet as we bring energy in, the mother happy to help us to transmute what it is we need to let go. But you're bringing that energy still up further, lighting up the confidence and the willpower and the warrior spirit. And we keep breathing. We bring that energy and we let it flush into the green air of our heart space. And can you just feel compassion for yourself? Can you breathe and be compassionate? Give yourself grace and love and that forgiveness and redemption. And what is it like to be just in awe of how wonderful you are? Of all the work that you've done? Can you give yourself that moment of pure, unadulterated love for you? Try that. Love you. Wise leaders, can you trust your truth in your heart? Bring that energy up to the ether in the throat chakra. The seeds of manifestation if we speak our truth and hear the truth. Also, that ether, that light blue liminal space is where our records are. How fascinating. light up. I want you to feel it in the neck. Let it get clear. All of this beautiful support the body, relaxing. We are deep in meditation. And it's not the thinking mind that gets activated as we pull that light up higher. It's the pineal. It's the pituitary. It's the moon center through the third eye. And I want you to literally try and blink open your third eye. We are asking that this opens so we can see, touch, hear, feel, know the truth of our soul. And finally breathing into the crown. What color is your 1,000-petaled lotus today? And as you breathe in, petal by petal by petal by petal, let it open slowly but surely, opening up for a full connection to the divine. So from the root to heaven, your entire being now relaxed, open, light. And this is where we call in Archangel Michael for protection, to guard us and guide us on our journey, to support us. And without fear, we begin to breathe, and this light in us expands out, creating a beautiful, protective field around us, almost like a white egg, a beautiful, light, ethereal bubble of protection and of love. And I want you to just breathe into that and feel the peace and the calm. Space, you rise in this beautiful bubble of peace and light from the earthly plane up into the ethers. And you will know when you get to the library gates of your Akashic records. And don't go in yet. Simply rise up to the space of this magical, celestial mirror, universal life library of your soul. In love and gratitude, we say this prayer to open the records so we can come into the wisdom. So open the gate Walk up the stairs to your library until you can see all of the records, all of the things, how they're presented to you. And we kneel, or we stand, or we bow in reverence. And in your mind's eye, simply repeat this prayer after me. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to you in this lifetime. O Holy Spirit of God, protect me from all forms of self-centeredness. Direct my attention to the work at hand. Help me to know. Help me to know myself in the light of the Akashic records. Help me to see myself through the eyes of the lords of the records, and enable me to share the wisdom, the compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of me have for me. The records are now open. I invite you to go in one question at a time. Or if it's your inner child that needs to rewrite a contract, allowing them to go open the record, the contract with the person, the experience, allow yourself to rewrite the story, or simply ask for the wisdom that you seek. One at a time. It says when we come with our first question, all you need to do is ask, sit back, and give it space to be revealed. Open up to voices, images, emotions, knowings that you can be connected to. message I'm getting is to remind you not to rush the wisdom. Don't force it to be something that it's not. This is your time to get out of the ego, out of the thinking mind, and let the messages come. Even if it's just a sensation, you may realize more deeply. If you're not getting something, be more specific and clear with your question, one at a time, and then give space for the wisdom to infuse you. If you come into fear or frustration, you lose the flow. Let it be. Go deeper. What's your truth? Why are you here? this library. If we're suffering from health issues, we can ask what past experience or emotion perhaps was trapped in these records that led to dis-ease in the body. If we're looking to know the next step forward, ask, because it's going to be a revelation of what your soul's purpose is here. If you were put this soul through these lifetimes in this being right here to inform all of consciousness, all of the divine, with your beautiful lessons and learnings with grace and ease and flow. What's the next step on your path for the highest revelation and elevation and expansiveness for you and everyone around you? Go deeper in your library. As we finish up our time in this space, I'll give you a few more minutes if there's a last question or to tap into deeper into the messages that you're receiving, totally protected by Archangel Michael in this space. Knowing that you can come back, but the messages that you received today are exactly what you need to hear right here, right now. To have clarity, empowerment, to step forward in your highest vibration for the highest good. When you do finish up, I'm going to give you some spaciousness. I just want you to be in the ethers here, in this light, in this bubble, in this wisdom. Perhaps you have a question or two for Archangel Michael, or just allowing any of your other guides and wisdom keepers to share. You can listen, you can watch, you can have a discussion up in this etheric world, and perhaps you take a look in that celestial mirror and you see your truth and you commit to taking that forward. Perhaps in this moment, standing on the steps of your Akashic library, perhaps you want to call in your older self living in truth, not hindered by societal structures, familial expectations, but truly you living as an operative love, a being of light, truly honoring your individuated divinity. What do you look like? Come on in. See your truth and greet your highest self for this lifetime. Aren't you a wise leader, shining your light for others to see in confidence, compassion, and grace? Your place at the table so well deserved because of the amazing gifts you bring to all of us. See yourself as that strong beacon of light. and find the confidence to walk that path. There is so much purpose in this life. Breathing in and breathing out, so deeply turned in. And so much gratitude, we face our records and we inhale with love and gratitude for the access to the records, for Archangel Michael, for our higher self. And this is the prayer that we say to close the records in our highest vibration. I would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the lords of the Akashic records for their point of view. And I would like to thank the Holy Spirit of Light for all knowledge and healing. 3 times we will say, the records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. And slowly, in your celestial bubble, your soul being with all of this wisdom, we start to float back down through the ethers. And I just want to give you the opportunity to come into a space of cleansing and clearing, a little bit of play, and some earthly wisdom from our beautiful, wise creatures here in the sea. I want you to cleanse and purify. I want you to drop your beautiful soul and your being into crystal blue, clear waters. I want you to hear the call of the whales and the dolphins, our wisdom keepers on this planet, in this space. If there's anything further they need to share with you, but otherwise, drop in, my friends. Drop in. And be weightless and free. Clear yourself of any heaviness. any worries or concerns. You've got this, wise leaders. I invite you to begin your journey to the shore. Flowing through the water, molecule by molecule, finding your feet in the sand, finding your physical form as the water washes off of you. We say goodbye to the guides and the friends and the wise ones and the teachers. We take a deep inhale as we come on to land. I want you to feel either the sun rays or the moon rays in your face, wherever you are. I want you to find your path home, whether it's through flowers, trees, sand, rocks. If there are any obstructions, lift them and move them out of your way. The path is clear. The brush is easily moved. You can see exactly where you are going. And as your feet touch the earth, everything is lit up, and you know, you feel, you know that you are fully supported. And feel how beautiful that feels in your heart and your soul, because you are following the path of your soul. Walk it, feel it, breathe it, and come back to your sacred space, your circle, your home, your safe space. 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 Your sa whatever it is that you are today, and step back into this body with so much excitement and revelation. You have work to do, but it's so joyful, wise leaders, because you have a purpose and there's a plan, and it doesn't have to be hard. And we have each other. So in your circle, feel again into the connection of this community. People all over the world joining together to raise their vibration, to come into their truest, highest truth. Breathe into that and just be in your space. I hope there's a smile already on your face, but if there's not, maybe you can breathe in one of those. Trust, faith, love, gratitude. And here in this space, allow yourself to visualize the connection down to the mother, up to the heavens, breathing into your heart space, but I want you to feel into the physicality of your being. If you need, take the hands and rub them together. Feel your fingers, feel the warmth, the portal in the palms. It's like you're wringing your hands. Feel into you. Put your hands on your head. Let's massage. Start to massage the head. This beautiful mind. Get into the temples and the forehead. Down through the jaw. Get into those ears, really allowing yourself to massage through this physical form. Coming down into the neck and up and over the shoulders, and give yourself just a beautiful rub. Hands down the arms, on the top, on the underneath, whatever feels right, just to activate these meridians, to come back into physical form. Rubbing into the chest, releasing any tension in the breastbone, front and back as we come down through the ribs and into our own bellies, and feeling into that connection, that God hole through the navel, all of the nadis, letting it be free and clear, massaging down into the back and letting the hands flow through the legs, just sweeping the energy of your body, and just really, it's like you're fluffing your field around you, touching into the physicality, but feeling into the energy around you. And coming back to the hands on the heart, allowing yourself to feel that beat, and keep the left hand on the heart space and move the right hand down to the belly. We have 2 heartbeats. Breathe into them both. And with all of the wisdom you received, perhaps it's a very good time to set an intention for what you're going to be doing next. Commitment to the self. I'm going to ask us to, in this liminal space, before we fully come back into our human form, into our being, and rise up to either greet each other, or you are welcome to close off and journal. One thing you need to know: don't fight for the memories to come back into consciousness. The Akashic records assure us the wisdom you received will become known and be shown to you as you need to know once you are back into full consciousness. So don't worry about fighting it. It will come. It will be accessible to you. But just so we close this part of the session, and then you decide if you want to stay and share, or allow yourself to release off out of this field together. Let's at least close in our highest vibration with 3 rolling ohms. Let's inhale deeply. Let go with a great big sigh. Inhaled om. When you're finished, you inhale and you hold and you vibrate and you radiate and you release. And it's at this point that I will close the recording. Thank you for those who are watching and joined in. Honor your presence. And I'll open the circle to the gallery for sharing whenever you're ready. Take a moment. But Sat Nam.